Part 3. All autoimmune disease inflammatory. We often hear that autoimmune disease are inflammatory, but what does that really mean? In every flaw, every fatigue, every hormone imbalance just about inflammation, or is something deeper misfiring inside the body communication network? I'm Dr. Lily from GinSen Clinics in London, where for over 25 years we have helped women reconnect their immune and reproductive health through traditional Chinese medicine. And yes, with online consultation and worldwide herbal delivery, we now support women whether they are. Because inflammation is just a symptom, the real question is, why has your body forgotten how to calm down? The medical view that inflammation is essential, but not the whole story. As we discussed earlier, autoimmune happened when the body's own defense system lost coordination. It mistakes healthy tissues for a threatening and set off inflammatory change reaction. So simply say, immune system is reaction for inner system or outside system. In medical terms, inflammation is always involved, but it doesn't always look or feel like it. It just means sometimes you know your inside immune system is lower. Sometimes you don't understand. For many women, swelling, pain, fatigue, or redness like rheumatoid, arthritis, or lupus flare. For others, it's quiet, silent immune system damage with lower grade inflammation through the metabolic system, through hormone or rhythm. So yes, inflammation is the common threat, but its temperature, depth, and location vary. It can bond, linger, and fade depending how the body immune message are being misdirected or which location happen, which energy channel deeply related. The TCM view beyond the inflammation, reading the body inner climate. Traditional Chinese medicine doesn't label disease by antibodies or immune marker, but listen to the body climate. It is length. Inflammation is just one shape the imbalance takes. So body is running too hot, some too dry, and other too cold and too heavy. Excess heat outward, inflammation, joint swollen, irritable, restlessness, sleeping, skin flare-ups, yin deficiency, inner dryness, night sweats, fatigue, insomnia, thinning blood, light period, yang deficiency with dampness, slow metabolic system, bloating, chairness, foggy mind, lower energy. So TCM doesn't say reduce inflammation. It asks what kind of imbalance created it. Yes, just say what is the root of cause. Is the fire tapped or raised? Is wounds fading or fluid dry or thickened? Two women can both have autoimmune disease. When overheated, when under fire, yet this root cause is same. The body has lost its natural coordination. Whether East and West meet, when we combine both perspectives, the four pictures becomes clear. Western medicine measures inflammation chemically through immune marks and hormones, blood test, urine test, body scan, different methods. Chinese medicine maps is energetically through heat, cooling, flow, nourishment. We say energy flow easily. And do you have bloating gas? Do you have hand, feet cold? Do you feeling energy level, sleeping pattern, different assessment. Both agree on this. The immune system is not the enemy. It's confusion. It's body confusion. Body is misbalance. Inflammation is not a part of healing. The problem is when that response doesn't know when to stop. Instead of silence it completely, the real solution is to guide it back into balance. Part 4. Everyday ways to calm and support the immune system. When immune imbalance becomes chronic, the aim is not to fight it, it is retrain it. Everybody's choice, food, rest, movement, therapy, like massage, like acupuncture, and cupping, exposure are the signal immune system listen to most closely, nourishing according to your climate. Type heat, rheumatoid arthritis, type or pelvic inflammation. Seek light and clearly. Choose hydrating, cooling food. cucumber, mung beans, celery, pear, donkey, lotus roots. The lean proteins such as tofu, white fish, and red meat, and the tea like limited to help release the internal pressure. Chamomile tea cut back on fire and spicy food, alcohol, and excess sugar. Those seek the blood and lock heat inside. Raise fire. Lupus type or yin deficiency pattern. Seek cold and moisture. Go for black sesame, figs, spinach, more berries, steamed pills. Add a gentle tonic like goji berry, bones broth, or berry congeals. Avoid cherry meat, coffee, and late night meat. They deplete fluid and make the inner fire clamp. Cold damp thyroid type or chronic fatigue pattern. Think worms and activating. Build worms with ginger, cinnamon, leek, oats, sweet potato, pinch of dried oranges, pear, or ferny can help lift energy and clear heaviness. Avoid cold drink, raw food, or heavy dairy. This cool digestion system slow down body nature fire, reduce your body heat. When you eat in turn with your body internal temperature, you're not just digestible, you are reminding your immune system what balance feel like again. Solar peace, mind the body, reset, cooling the heating fire. Chronic inflammation is not just chemical, it's emotion, intensive, long-term stress, knock the liver chi and stirs hiding heat. So even calm people can carry invisible tension. So the process of rebalance start with restore flow. Acupuncture steady the nervous system, reduce inflammatory signal, and reopen blood flow to the uterus and ovary. Herbal formula work like climate correction, some cool, some warm, some nourished, some more, all help immune system to reset naturally. Mox potion cupping release the cold and damp energy blockage, relieve the pelvic stagnation, restore circulation. Breath work and a gentle movement like Tai Chi Qigong. We have many type of Tai Chi Qigong in GinSen TikTok and also other media channel. You can watch it, you can learn it, practice from today, slow working. Also you can, which is calm cortisol, reduce cortisol level, strength digestion, and risk synthesis, hormone rhythm. At GinSen Clinic in Kensington and Chelsea, we integrate those therapy with nutrition and emotion support. All team work both in person and online, help women across the world grow. What's overheated, warm, that's cold, and regain stability from it inside, reach outside. The takeaway, autoimmune disease is not simply inflammation. It's a dialogue gone wrong between body and defense. Once the dialogue is repaired through the right food, rosemary therapy, the immune system no longer fight you. It starts to protect and nurture again. Because the healing is not about suppression, it's about reconnection. Remind your body that safety, fertility, and vitality can exist on the same side. When the immune system stays switched on, it is not stubborn, it's uncertain. Our goal is not to force to eat quiet, but to rebuild a signal that tell it you are safety now. At GinSen, we do this through small, steady intervention, food and cool, herbals that guide, acupuncture that steady the nerves. Over time, the body remembers that easily feels like and sends back, defends back, and when that happens, fertility follows naturally. If you like to understand what your body signal meaning, book our initial consultation. We will help you read the pattern beneath the symptoms, find a solution for you.